So, hi guys. Um, I know it's been long. I've done a video. So today I'm going to be looking at, combining the Agimat with Harmonics. A lot of people have told me about, why not do a video about, combining Agimat with Harmonics and all that. So I said, okay, I'll give it a shot today. And just before I start, I just want to quickly let this out. I know a lot of people have called me, but I never told anybody about this. So I've actually been, off the scene for a while, trying to raise funds for a friend whose dad needs a surgery operation. He's been a very good guy to me. When the chips were down, he held it up for me. And now that he's on the receiving end, the best I can do is, reciprocate, try and help as much as I can. You know that feeling you have when you have a loved one and they say they have cancer or stuff. It's 90-10 that they're gonna make it, but you want to give them a fighting chance. And I think we all owe it to people, our loved ones, to give them a fighting chance for life. So it's been hard, but we got to do what we got to do. And it's not exactly like you guys out there. You guys, my subscribers, are the best in the world. You don't have to do anything. It's just for you. But I just thought, sometimes we need help. We can't do it all by ourselves. We need help. We need to, shout it out there. If anybody's willing to help, anybody, has a similar story and feels like, hey, I guess I can relate with you, and anything I can do to help you guys out. It's not much on anything. That's it really. So it's been tough, but hey, we're still hanging in there. We're still hanging in there. Hopefully, we'll get the much we can get. Send to the family, gotta make the payments, and we pray along. But that's that. So let's get back to uh, the main, the main course. So here I have Agimat, and it's kind of it's a very interesting template I have on here. It's Agimat with Harmonics. And of course, if you haven't watched the video about supply and demand zones, you should watch them, because these are supply and demand zones right here. I have supply and demand indicator on this chart. I have TDI, and I have what's it called? MEQ, future prediction tool. So let me get into it. Like I said, these days I just want to keep my videos short and straightforward based on the topic. So yes. So in case you guys, have any harmonic indicator, there's always a free one, PZ harmonic indicator, that you can find on a lot of people have it. It's called different names depending on which source you get it from, but it's a free one. It's not the you can make use of the free one, or you can go to point0trading.com and get the paid one. It all depends on how you're feeling about your trading and how much you want to invest. And I always tell people, you want to be successful in trading, you need to be able to invest a decent amount to help you out, because at the end of the day, you need money to make money. It's as simple as that. So anyway, I'm taking an example from Euro GBP on the daily time frame. You know me, I always talk about, trying to take a bias from the daily or the 4-hour time frame. So right now we have the Euro GBP, and I have the harmonic indicator all set up on this template right now that we're looking at. So there's something about harmonics that you need to know. First and foremost, harmonics is based off Fibonacci ratios and some other certain elements. It's a big topic which you probably have to Google and find out about Scott Canny and some stuff like that, harmonic cheat sheet and everything. But I've done a little bit of research on harmonics, and I found out that the basic things that you need to do, regardless of any trading technique I've known over the years, is that you need to keep it simple. You don't have to make things complicated. You don't have to start learning so much. You need to be disciplined. Your trading psychology is the only thing that's going to make you profitable. No matter how, you can spot an harmonics, you can draw it live without an indicator, whatever. If you don't have good money management and your trading psychology is poor, you still won't be profitable. I'm telling you this from experience. You need to have a good trading psychology. You need to have good money management. Those are the key ingredients, regardless of any strategy that you know or you've mastered. Those two extra elements are really, really key. But anyway, let's look at this. So the harmonic pattern that we can see here is being fired, and it's giving us, of course, it's a bearish harmonic pattern. So the ratios of this PZ harmonic indicator usually give you like, I'm not sure you guys can see this, but let me look for some other example. Okay, so yeah. So let me see on the 4 hour. Okay, so we have this example. Now you can see this. I made this white actually. You can see like this XA something something. I don't know. There's some ratios there. So when you get an harmonic signal, what you want to do is, first and foremost, you can see that this harmonic signal actually lines up with the yellow and the black box arrow from Agimat. So definitely you're already thinking it's a reversal. And secondly, it's on the 4 hour chart, right? Now, like I always tell you guys, if you see something on the 4 hour chart, you want to go to the 15 minutes or the 1 hour to get your entry. But in the case of the harmonic, it's, for me, I use it slightly differently. I mean, I can't explain everything in one video. I probably have to break it into part 1 and part 2. But basic usage, if you see this harmonic pattern and you see these ratios are a guide for you to set your stop loss. Let me try and increase this a bit. For you to set your stop loss and your buy stop orders. So let's say you saw this and you saw this ratio here, acting weird. Let me reduce this again. Yeah. So basically, what I do is that the last figure I get here, I'm just gonna mark this out. Sorry about this. Just gonna mark this out. I have this line, then I have this line, right? Sorry about that. So stuck. Anyway, so I have those two lines. I mark them out. They are ratios plotted from the harmonic indicator. So what I do is I mark those two lines out. If I want to take a trade, the last line here, based off the harmonic ratio mark out, is where I'm going to set my stop loss for this particular harmonic pattern that has been fired on the charts. I will put my stop loss here. It's as simple as that for me. I mean, the indicator does a good job. Once it marks out these ratios, it's a good place to put your stop loss. I mean, if the trade goes beyond this, it's already a bad trade. You can count that as a bad trade already. You want to have a trade that, minimal drawdown should be between 25 and 20 pips. You don't want to trade going to 30, depending on your money management. If your account balance can hold up for a 50 pip or a 60 pip stop loss, fine. But at the end of the day, you just want to keep it to 25, 30 at the most, 30 at the most. If it goes beyond 30, scratch out. Try and look for another opportunity. That's where I feel. I think going 60, 80 stop loss is a bit overboard at times. Why go into so much drawdown? You could as well go into that drawdown with a profit. So anyway, I mark those two lines out. This is going to be my stop loss, and it's going to be my, because this is a bullish entry. This is going to be my buy stop. But in this particular occasion, price just boom from here and just kept on going on. So this was a good one. You're not going to find good harmonic trades all over the place, but that was a good one. Let me look for different example. Maybe let me switch to the 1 hour chart where it's a lot clearer. It's not okay. Here we have another one. No, we have another one here. Okay, this is another one. This is a bearish harmonic signal fired. Now, like I said, first things first, you take this, the last ratio, you mark a line, and the furthest ratio, you mark 2 lines. So you have this. So this, in essence, by the time the signal was fired, this would be probably your stop loss. Yeah, this should be your stop loss line. You're gonna extend it by, further by 10 pips or 10 or 15 pips at the most, but nothing more than that. That'll be too much. So this will be your stop loss. You're looking for a bearish move. Now, because you're using the Agimat, and the Agimat uses Ikinashi candles, not actually Japanese candlesticks. The trick is you wait for the candlestick that turns red. While the candlestick is still blue, you do not enter the trade. I'm talking about using harmonics right now. I've already talked about Agimat and entry methods. There's still a lot to talk about. I'm still going to talk about Agimat and Forex Pain and other stuff. Agimat TDI only. I'll still get into all that, but I'm talking about harmonics right now. You get the harmonic signal, you mark your lines. This is going to be a stop loss line. It's going to be probably your sell stop. You're trying to put a sell stop in case price was still around there. You want to put a sell stop here. So what you're doing is that this is more like you want to a set and forget kind of trading method here. You got the signal, you're feeling good about it. You wait. Sometimes you need to wait. Wait for this Ikinashi candle to turn red. Once it turns red, then you get into this trade. And I always tell you, unless you want to go and start reading about harmonics, your first target, usually when you're using harmonics, your first target, if you know about Fibonacci ratios, which I'm not talking about right now, your first target should be at least 15 to 25 pips. 15 to 25 pips. That's one of the safest targets, especially when you're looking at it from the 4-hour perspective, not the 1 hour, from the 4-hour perspective. 15 to 25 pips should be your first target. I mean, if your harmonic signal doesn't get you 15 to 25 pips, then probably it wasn't so much of a good signal. Yeah, you're gonna have bad signals once in a while. Nobody says it's a perfect world, but 15 to 25 pips, and you could do this consistently on every signal, as long as you hit your target. So if I'm going to take this trade, I'm probably getting around here. Probably getting around here, and I'll be looking for 15 and easy. I mean, 15 is somewhere around here. Yeah, I'll probably get 15. This is 16 already, and this got to about 24 before I made the upturn. So 15 to 25 pips, you will hit those targets, and you can hit them consistently. I can't tell you how many I've hit, but it is that simple. As long as those harmonics are playing in line with the market conditions. If they're not playing in line with the market conditions, I'm sorry, then you're going to have to face issues where the harmonics repaint. Now, I want to make a statement here. No matter what indicator you use, no matter what software you have, once price based on economic events, volatility, volume, and all that put into consideration, once those things affect price can extend. Price will extend. Price is always going to extend. So that will force that indicator or software you're using to recalculate its elements once again and probably give you new entries or new figures. That's not the fault of the indicator. That's the indicator trying to align with what is happening in reality. We are facing reality in the market. The indicators are just a guide. So always use them with caution. That's why I talked about trading psychology and money management. Always use them with caution. You see, the first thing I did was to mark out these 2 lines when I got the harmonic pattern, because this is where I want to call it quits if it goes wrong. This is not the only trade I'm going to get. I'm going to get a lot more trades. So if I'm losing 5, I lose 5, probably lose 30 pips over 3 trades. I only really need 1 to make it up. Just one good one. So my account is not suffering. My account, is just going through a bit of up and down until that one, because the harmonics, I mean, you're going to get a lot of signals on the harmonics, and they all can be wrong. You're going to get really good ones. It's your trading psychology and your money management that will make you profitable. It's not the indicator. remember that it is not the indicator. Trading psychology, good money management, and you will be profitable. I just have to put that out there because a lot of people complain so much about price extension, repainting. Please, everything will repaint once price moves. Have that at the back of your mind. But once you apply good money management, once your trading psychology is good enough to understand that if I'm in an uptrend, I need to hold strong and let the price, do its thing, bounce off the moving averages and continue its journey. Once you can understand those elements, you'll be fine. So like I said, for the harmonics, you get the harmonic pattern, you see those ratios, you take the first one and the last one. The last one is usually your stop loss limit. I mean, price should not extend beyond. And the second one should be your, buy stop or sell stop, depending on what direction. In this particular example, it's going to be a sell stop. Assuming you got this signal before this move and everything, and you want to get in, you put in a sell stop, you put in a stop loss, and you set your target. Like I said, 15.25. If you don't want to babysit this, 15.25 is okay. You should hit it. You should hit 15.25. I mean, anytime I come out here, I do a lot of testing. So I see what's obtainable and what's not. 15.25 on a harmonic signal you get on the 4-hour or the daily, you should hit the target. And if it doesn't go your way, then it's already a bad trade. And I believe your stop loss should have been in place to cut you out of the trade and probably look for another entry. Now that's just basic how to use the harmonic signals with the Agimat. Well, of course, like in this case, you probably find out that there you go. Look at this. See, you have your Cornet signal, and this is where the harmonic pattern, fired out with those parameters I told you about. In this case, see what happens. Same thing. There you go. Cornet signal again, right? Harmonic patterns fired. Give you your calculated fib ratios. You can see that, right? So it's really that simple. Like I said, it's a lot more complicated to start studying harmonics, knowing about the ratios, what make up the ratios, cheat sheets for Gatly, bad, cipher, kind of stop loss and take profit targets. I've been through all that. Trust me. I'm just trying to make this as simple as possible. You need to understand that the more you take out the noise, the better it is for you to trade. Once you put in so much into it, you begin to have, analysis paralysis. Keep it simple. There will be losses, but put in good money management and you'll find out your losses are really nothing compared to your wins. That's all I'm trying to say. So anyway, this is the video on using Agimat combined with the harmonic. Sorry I didn't touch on TDI and the rest of it. I'll probably do a part 2 of this, going into more detail. But for those that want to use the harmonics with Agimat, this is how you can start off using it. Really simple. Set those targets. That's the first thing you need to do. 1, 2. Put in your, in this case, this is a sell. Put in your sell stop. If you're going up, put in your buy stop. Look, immediately set your target for 15 or 25, and let it go to work. That's it. So if you like this content, once again, you can like and subscribe. Like I always say, I still have my private classes going on. I still have my own super indie that I talked about. If you guys want to get it, you can still hit me up. And if you want to support the course I talked about earlier on in the video, you can hit me up as well. I hope you guys have a lovely time trading. Sorry, I've been in and out, trying to do it for a good cause, but I hope everything turns out well. Like and subscribe, and I still love you guys. You guys are the best. Have a good one. Bye.